Hey, what's up guys? Gonna be going over my Trial of Ascension Floor 100 team that I used this time around. Um, I'm only using Laika in this. I know you guys see him. I'm only using this because I just got him not long ago and I wanted to see if he could pull it off. So that's the only reason he's in there. So for this first floor right here, what you want to do is take out the Annabelles because they can defense break you and wreck your whole team. I'm getting a little bit lucky because of the way Laika works. You know, he can't glance or anything, so he can help take out these Annabelles pretty quickly. Um, I'm using Fair to Heal to hit the Junos because I want him to crit every time, of course. And other than that, just take out the Annabelles, leave the Junos for last, only work on one Juno at a time. And the last thing you need is them healing and clearing all those debuffs and stuff. And you see that Annabelle right there? This is with the buffed Occult Girls, buffed Annabelles in particular, of course. But anyway, yeah, that was, I think, 3 turns right there in ToA, so yeah, it kind of sucks. It's not fun. But take them out as soon as you can, because if you are using fire monsters, they can wreck you very quickly. It's not fun. Definitely not. Alright, just finishing off this last Juno. You want to kind of manual the last little bit to make sure that all your cooldowns are ready. Yeah, for that right there, for that stun. You stun up the next floor as soon as you get to it and hopefully make your life just a little bit easier. I went for... Oh. I went for the Theomars first, of course, because you don't want them taking off that defense break when you're trying to kill everybody. It gets quite annoying. Let's see, these debuffs or whatever, that's why I have excuse me, that's why I have Veramos in here to help out with those all the debuffs that come your way and everything, and just for a little bit extra health. I mean, it really goes a long way to helping you out. Yeah, I see, removing those defense breaks, jeez, it's annoying. These little, I think they're Aria, I think that's the light one's name. They're kind of whatever. There's no defense break, so you don't really have to worry about too much, but they can be pretty annoying, especially with the glancing hits and the unrecoverable and everything. But that's why my Veramos is in here, again, to get rid of things like the unrecoverable debuff, because it can really wreck your life. And, oh look, phone call. I forgot that was in there. But anyway, yeah, just they're really nothing special. They can be slightly annoying, but they don't hit very hard and they're pretty easy to take out. See right there, I was using the first skill because I want my cooldowns all to be ready for the next stage. Of course, on Laika, it doesn't really matter because he's max skilled, so Justice would have been backup anyway. But yeah, just trying to make sure those cooldowns are ready to go. Okay, so she split into red and blue, which means that green is inside her. So what red does is counter attack for every time, every time you hit her. Well, every attack you do on her, not every time she gets hit, because for multiple hits and stuff, she's not going to counter attack twice. But anyway, so that's what red does, and right there we got kind of lucky because something I wasn't expecting was for Laika to be stunning these guys. So it really helped us out a lot more than I expected. The blue one over there is a defense type monster. Does more damage as her defense is increased. See, Laika almost died right there. It's pretty unfortunate, but we were able to save him. But like I was saying, she's a defense type, so go ahead and defense break her. That'll reduce her damage a lot, make her easier to kill. And I went ahead and took her out first because the red one counterattacks, and I just didn't want to deal with that right away. Not with 3 people being able to hit me. And of course, having the red and blue ones out means that she has green inside her, so every time she gets hit, every turn Is that right? No, every time she gets hit, she will absorb some attack bar. So, or every attack done on her. Again, like the red one, it's not going to absorb attack bar twice because she got hit twice from, you know, fair to heal or something like that. Slowly whittling them down. Marking on it. None of the attacks are very hard. You know, nothing really hits too terribly hard. But I think there's one skill that the boss Lyrith here does that defense breaks. It's like an AoE defense break, and it gets scary, but still, it's nothing too terribly hard to survive. But we got the red one down, so now all she's doing is absorbing the attack bar whenever we attack her. Get that defense break on her, make it a little bit easier to whittle her down. And since there were no more reincarnations, or incarnations I suppose, to absorb, she stuns herself for one turn. Now unfortunately my defense break wore off and trying to get it back, but I wish I had more than one defense break, but you know, it works out, it's not too bad. One good thing you can do here is if you have ToA, you can put her in somewhere and keep her stunned as long as possible. It's really quite nice. Another thing that I was thinking about, I'm not sure if anybody has tried, is bringing Pang into here, the light Rakshasa, to see if you can perma-stun her. You know, you're not able to stun her initially because she is a boss, but I believe that if she's stunning herself, you should be able to prolong that stun with Pang's what's it called? Her passive ability. Alright, so we're back to having incarnations out. We've got the red one and the green one. The red one, of course, counterattacks, like I was saying before, and the green one absorbs attack bar. So it's kind of a pain to go either way, but I still think fighting the green one first is the best thing to do. Absorbing the attack bar is quite annoying, but getting counter hit or counter attacked is really quite annoying. So luckily Theomars went ahead and stunned the green one here, but it looks like I'm taking on the red one. It would be nice if the red one was stunned at this time, because then she can't counterattack you. But since she's got the glancing hits and the defense break, just going for it. Take her out while you can. Alright, Laika, come on. Got a 70% crit rate on my Laika, by the way, and it seems like he crits maybe 1 out of 4 times. I don't know what's going on with that, but it gets pretty annoying. I wanted to do a counter one time. I'm actually planning to record a video at some point in like neutral territory, like an all fire place, like the Vrophagus remains. I think it's remains. Anyway, and see what his crit rate really is. Maybe it is really 70%. I just get unlucky when I'm watching. But yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking to watch him not crit repeatedly. Alright, so we've got a timer up on the top left side of her. You can see it up there right in the middle. It's got a 2 on it. That means that Lyrith, the boss, has 2 more turns before she will try to absorb the incarnations. Since we've got both of them down already, we still have to deal with her having the blue inside of her, which means that until she gets defense broken, she's going to hit pretty hard. So we need to, there we go, get that defense break on her as soon as we can so that we stop taking so much damage. A lot of people run an attack break in here. Colleen is a really good replacement healer for, I guess for Bella or Chasun, either one. Probably Chasun because it still gives you the attack buff as well. So that's just one thing that you can do. Okay, right there she tried to absorb her incarnations, but since none of them were still here, she stunned herself. So now we go ahead, try to, miss a crit. That's what we're going to try to do, like we're trying to whittle her down as much as we can while she's still stunned, which is not much because this isn't a fast team. I've got Vertigo on here to help speed things up a little bit, but it is still quite a slow team. I've got no Bernard or anything like that, no ToA to slow her down, no Spectra, things like that. It just makes it all take a little bit longer. There we go. Like, don't crit for me, man. That's exactly what you're here for, to not crit. And as you may notice, when the incarnations are out and after she reabsorbs them, or well, after she has reabsorbed them, you know, after she sent them out and reabsorbs them, she doesn't have any of those abilities anymore. So right now we don't have to worry about getting counterattacked or getting, you know, our attack bars stolen or anything like that. Not until she sends them back out. Another thing to note is that if she does absorb the incarnations, it permanently increases her stats, and I believe until she sends them out again, you'll still have to deal with those little special abilities that she gets. So you definitely want to go ahead and take them out, I think. I know there's some people that only take out certain ones, like the green one, or like the green one or the red one. I think a lot of people leave the blue one alone, but I definitely don't want to do that. I like to go ahead and take them all out. Just, you know, it may slow things down a little bit, but I think it makes things easier in the long run. Alright, got the blue one down, now time to go for the green one, which is quite annoying because she steals your attack bars, which both makes her faster and slows you down, so it's really quite annoying. There's that AoE defense break I mentioned earlier, so we want to hurry up and get Veramos a turn to remove that for us. And since she stole attack bars, she got to move first, and see, that's pretty dangerous, because everybody here does an AoE skill, and with that AoE defense break, it can get pretty scary. So one thing that you need to look at is that the incarnations that pop out, and I believe Lyrith herself, yeah, I'm positive that Lyrith herself, they do not have elements. They're neutral, so they can do basically whatever. They don't have to worry about glancing hits or anything like that. You know, just because she's green doesn't mean that she's not going to crit on my Laika over there or Ver to heal. And it doesn't give them an increased chance to crit, you know, my monsters. It doesn't give our monsters an increased chance to crit against these incarnations and Lyrith. So it makes things quite a bit harder. And there you go. The green one, another thing to worry about is that she does heal. And see the timer up there in the middle? It's gone. There's no more timer. So if I don't kill her right now, or like right there, thank you, Laika, she would have been reabsorbed and would have made my life quite a bit more difficult. So there's one thing that we had going for us. You know, we were able to take her out. That's why the green one is such a pain. It was very difficult to deal with her. Alright, got herself stunned because she tried to reabsorb. See how much damage we can do in this this little window that we're given. You know, by the way, my Laika is on Violent Runes. I'm not sure he has procced Violent in this entire boss fight. Alright, getting down towards the end now. Got one more turn of defense break to go. Let's go ahead and refresh that attack buff on everybody. Refresh the defense break. And come on, Laika. Oh yeah. Got it done. This was my first time beating Lyrith, by the way. Last time she was here I wasn't quite able to do it. It took me 15 minutes and 50 seconds to do this entire stage. There's my legendary scroll, so let's go ahead and pop it, see what comes out. I'm not sure why I summoned an unknown scroll here. Was, I guess, trying to freshen up my luck or something. I don't know. It didn't work. There we go. See, nice little 4-star Water Rakshasa. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Take it easy. Hey guys, what's going on? Don't forget to check out my guild, Guiltless, part of Guilty Inc. We have two guilds in our family right now. We have Guiltless and Guilty Pleasure, being one word. Uh, Feel free to add us online to ask us any questions you would like. You can see the names right here. There are Rock On ACDC, being me, Dirty Cotton, our leader, and Codebreaker21, our other vice. So any questions you might have, if you're thinking about joining the guild, if you're looking for a new guild, just want some advice, just want a Summoner's War line group to be a part of, go ahead and hit us up.